Hello, I'm the Baumeister, and welcome to LEGO Harry Potter, years 5 through 7. Yes, we are moving on to the next game in the list. And let's dive in. Now you notice there's no sound. Of course, there's no option to turn off the sound at the beginning here. So, we're just gonna dive right on in. As soon as I get in to play, we'll go. So new save game. Do not switch off of the icons on screen. And here we go. We're on a playground. Harry's just hanging out by himself, reading the newspaper, as it were. Getting some flashbacks. And then there's Dudley and his buddies being bullies to Harry like normal. Harry's finally having enough, though. Though, is magic the best way to get rid of your bullies? There's a storm approaching, though. Harry's like, I don't know. Do you think I had something to do with it? I had nothing to do with this. Okay. So first things first. I need to turn off the... There we go. Way up top. Turn off the music, because a lot of times it is stuff, or music is... Or usually it's the music that's in the game. Or in the games. Are usually music that end up in the movies. Whatever have you. So I try to avoid that kind of issue. We're still gonna get music in the cutscenes, obviously. There's nothing I can do about that. And here soon, I won't be able to mute the cutscenes because they're gonna be voiced. I think actually starting with Lego Batman 2. I think it's literally the next game in the Lego series. The cutscenes actually start getting voiced. So we're gonna put that together. We're gonna collect all the studs we can. Right now it's actually kind of essential to collect all the studs we can. Because the more studs we can collect, the better off we will be when it comes to a very major buying spree that I will try to have an opportunity to do next time we are in that area. You'll see, does it mean when we go? I think that just needs a tractor. Don't have the ability to dig yet. Can I destroy the rest of this though? Yes, I can. Yep. See, I need to dig to get that. I don't have the ability to dig yet. Yeah, it's telling me I need to switch characters. I know, game. Well learned. You also can see a little bit this blue and orange looking thing over here. That's something we will unlock until a little bit later. Bounce on the slide. Here we go. Let's play. Play on the teeter-totter. Something I don't have a whole lot of experience in. We didn't have a teeter-totter at my local parks. We had slides. We had something like this where it was a multifunctional climbing set. Dudley. Swinging for a minute. We had swings. We had merry-go-rounds. Let's see if this chair gives me anything, or if it's just 1 per set. Alright, so now I need to play as Dudley. Dudley is a strength character. Which also gets us our first major collectible bit. Character tokens. I can unplug that. There are 3 major collectible bits: character tokens, the house crests. You can see that one up there. We cannot get access to that. I don't know if I can circumvent getting down the slide if I get up here. Yeah, it automatically puts me on the slide. Okay. And the last ones, I believe, are students in peril. We happen to find them. Also, if you notice when I switch characters, it'll tell you what their skills are, at least at the time of them being, or at the time you switch to them. So, like, for example, Dudley is very strong. He uses orange channels. Harry's a parcel tongue, can access and interact with the what do you want to call them? The parcel cases. I can't remember, honestly. It's been a long while since I played Gears 1 through 4. There's these things called parcel cases that I'm gonna they're like the book, the people who, or the characters who carried the books from the last game. It's like that, except it's very specific to Harry and Voldemort. Might be one or 2 other characters. Maybe Slytherin might have that ability. But yeah, not a lot of characters are parcel now. See that door I just hit off of? That's actually, that's a spell that I need to, in the future, we'll get. Also, I will say this as I build the bridge over the drainage ditch here. We'll need Dudley again. That's fine. But no, what I was going to say is that, so these episodes are going to be very wildly inconsistent in their lengths. Let me explain. Similar to Gears 1 through 4, the content will depend on how much I have to do in between levels. Or in between episodes, or chapters, whatever you want to call them. So, like, I did a quick little test playthrough. I started my other account. I made a new one specifically for doing this recording and any other future LEGO recordings. I do also want to show off the trophies that we can get. One of the things here, oops, studs. One of the things is that there's going to be a huge chunk of episodes, or there's going to be a huge chunk. Actually, in the next episode, Warren would be sitting here exploring around. I think it took me about an hour. To accomplish what I needed to do. And I didn't even necessarily need it to accomplish it. I was just in the process of doing it. That would actually hurt if it actually, you know. Now, in theory, you should be able to build, you can actually see it over here behind the plant, to actually build the stairs necessary, but otherwise, you can just parkour on up here and be fine. Okay, so in we go. And now we got a mid-stellar cutscene. Hopefully I can get on here in time and meet the wrong capture. So, here we go. Got Gotta keep my mouse on the mute button there. Oh, hit Dudley. Back up, Harry. I don't remember if there's a trophy for keeping out a lot of these guys or not. I don't think there is. Essentially, you just need to let them get to Dudley. Yeah, you need to let them get to Dudley. Back off. I send out my Patronus. I use my magic. And Fudge is like, I feel a great disturbance in the Force. And so now we get Dudley home. Dudley obviously is freaking out because of the Dementors. Of course, you know, Vernon's freaking out because of Harry. Harry's having dreams that may or may not. Sorry, cause some issues in the future. But now we have a menagerie of people. And I'm gonna have to do this real quick, like. Because welcome to a broom section. Yeah, I kinda whiffed a little bit. Yeah, see, if I'm lucky, I can find the, there are 5 of those things I need to hit. So, every now and then I just fire and hopefully get a chance to hit them. There we go, because that gets us our first Hogwarts crest. And then we're going to get more sound. Again, we're going to try and avoid getting hit with copyright stuff because, you know, Harry Potter. Even though I probably have like a second and a second to 2 from when I got... I was a little bit early. By the way, Harry's been successfully rescued from the Dursleys, and now we are here. In a random park. Somewhere in London. And all of a sudden, for some reason, when I said London, my brain immediately went to the meat pies. Specifically, the worst meat pies. The song from, Sweeney Todd. That's where my brain went. You want to know how my brain works? There's a snippet. Alright, we actually got our first character out of their plight. Character got stuck in a tree when we crash landed. Alright, let's see. There's a lot of stuff we cannot do yet. Because we only have a Wingardium Leviosa. That's it. That's the only spell we've got is Wingardium Leviosa. But it can become a very handy spell. Oh, by the way, say hello to Kingsley. Kingsley has the wonderful spell Reducto. That'll help. If you remember Reducto from the previous game, it's the spell that destroys the silver blocks. Of course, we also have the innate skill ability to build. Yeah, we have the Wingardium Leviosa. It's just not a... It's not a spell I could necessarily access just yet. But like I could come over here, destroy this bird statue, also destroy that thing over there. And that means I'll destroy that lock on purpose. I'm still gathering studs. I mean, this stud count's ridiculously high, too, so don't feel bad. If you're like, how in the heck am I supposed to get this? Your stud, the current stud total, you know, I'm at 75,000. And that was even after all this stuff. Oh, look, 3 o'clock. Alright, so we'll put the cart together to free the second character, and then we'll destroy the cart to get some studs. Alright, the cart is gone. Walk along this wall to find hidden studs. They put studs just on the border of the wall here, just out of vision range. There we go. So that's 81. That's a good healthy number. I did manage to do this in essentially practice. I just can't remember how many studs I ended up getting. In the level. I know we came close, but I don't remember how close. There is a pad-like object that we have yet to explore around with. We'll get to that much later. Yeah, that's definitely one that's a much later kind of project. But we will get to it in time. A lot of the skills we will end up with are all going to be story skills. I'm going to enter here. All because I do not remember if the boats have anything to do, or if they're just here to help with the mechanic. Don't think they have much of anything, really, at this moment. Yeah, I believe we're up to 4. Okay, we get out of the way. I'd stop hitting him with the Reducto spell. So yeah, the plan is currently to do as much as I can in the free play or in the free sections. Do as much as I can in the free sections without being too, like, getting too terribly overboard. There we go. That helped a little bit. I can't remember if there's another section after this we can play in, or if this is the last section. Let's go. Back. I can check here. One. Oh, okay, there it is. Alright, so, okay. I forgot there still is one more section, even though I just played this, like, not even a week ago. I did this level, like, not even a week ago. There still is one more section to go. We'll just get our pieces turned. That should pop out Moody. We'll get the first of the many character-specific, which in this case is finding Mad Eye staff. You just find an item, return it to the character, and something will happen. And now I'm Moody. Go figure. Alright, so we'll hop on over. We'll press circle. And I'll press mute. And all of a sudden, a house comes just burrowing out of wherever. So now we're inside something. We're inside a house. Whose house? Harry doesn't know. There's a house. That ugly looking house elf. Well, hi, Mrs. Weasley. How are you? Of course, our wonderful friends. And some. Of course. Mr. Weasley's like, I gotta do this with you. We gotta go. So now we're hanging out downtown London in a phone booth. At least for right now, it's not the other way that you can enter for the Ministry of Magic, which is down the toilet. This is why, after I looked at the guide I had pulled up to make sure that I eventually do not forget anything, it's like, oh yeah, I remember. There's still a whole nother section left to go. This is the section of Ministry of Magic. Don't worry, we'll switch to Arthur here in a second. Arthur Weasley, and you see his skill? He's got a wrench. He can fix objects, as his muggle tinkering skills will come into play. Quite nicely, actually. Of course, sometimes the studs will bounce out of bounds, which is not pleasant. It works, but it's not pleasant. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get this built. I want to say on my practice file, by the time I stopped practicing, I had like 600,000 studs or something like that. An inch. Alright, so we'll build the Floo portal. And then hop in. It'll take us over here. Ta-da! Pop everything open. I don't think I necessarily need to play as Harry at this point. Because everything Harry can do, Arthur can do, and more. Okay, there's the fountain. There's a door we need to enter. I need to come back over here. The game took me away from my personal objective, which is getting studs. See, this gentleman over here, it's a spell we don't, or it's a skill spell, skill/spell, stuff, whatever, that we don't necessarily have in our possession yet. We will get that soon. Make sure both still, my mic's still working. But yeah, it's a skill we'll get soon. And I say relatively soon because, you know, I'm looking at like an hour of content ahead of me. In just a minute. Or, you know, after we finish this level, start the next one. There's like an hour's worth of content in front of me. Yep, there's our true wizard. You also might have heard my controller chime. My controller is gonna chime specifically if we get the likes of like the gold bricks and any like true wizard. I think the gold bricks, if we find them, it'll chime, so on and so forth. It's part of the whole, you know, controller connectivity thing that Sony was going for with the microphone, the speaker, excuse me, in the PS4 and now PS5 controllers. Not much else I can... I don't think I've ever had the other playable character hop on that before. Alright, so we wake up the dude, help those guys get in the next area. So we'll hop on over here. Alright, this guy wants a frog. Wizard has lost his toes. Excuse me. Help him find it. First things first, let's find the studs. Intern the chairs. Now I could probably get more studs if I actually just sat here and did all the things, but we hit our goal. Alright, that just ran away. That's a dark magic door. It's another skill set that we won't get anytime soon, because I don't know when the earliest time we can get a dark wizard is. I just don't remember. That's one of the things we will do. There's going to be an episode after we finish the 24 story levels. There will be an episode dedicated to just exploring around and getting characters ready for free play. So finding and purchasing characters, getting red bricks as I need them, if we haven't already found them. First things first, let's go ahead and give the guy back his toad. Okay. That was a fire-breathing box, sir. What exactly is going on here? So we'll go ahead and build this. That's the wheel that I need. And get that to go. So we can go down the elevator, and now Harry gets to go see the Wizengamot. I'm going to call it the Wizengamot, the Wizengamot. Whatever have you. There's an interesting door that's giving Harry a headache. Arthur doing his best to be the best dad figure possible. And there's a very creepy grinning woman. Very creepy grin. And there's Dumbledore to the rescue. In the book, Dumbledore's defense is a little late, as it is here. Of course, there's the one very angry woman here. So Fudge and Dumbledore having a conference, talking about Voldemort and his return. Fudge is like, no. Your five is all about the denial of Voldemort. If we're being completely and totally honest, year 5 is all about the denial of the existence of Voldemort. The whole pretending that the evil does not exist. But look at that. That is level, we've got Albus Percival, Wolfric Byron, or Brian. That is Dumbledore's full name. We unlocked one character. So we unlocked one character. We got one token. We got one character token. We got one house crest. We'll just let that run the first time. Get ourselves our gold brick. One for completing the level. One for true. True wizard. I think there's one more for getting on the house crest. There might be a fourth one if we get the student in peril. I think it is. I think there's usually 4 gold bricks in a level. Don't completely quote me. All right, but we're gonna go ahead and end this episode here today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come join me in the marathon that's gonna be tomorrow, or that's gonna be next episode, as we go to the next story. But we have a lot of stuff to do in school. Until then, I am the Bellmeister, and I have been obediently yours.